I know how precious my time in this world really is, and how there's no such thing as the perfect time. That is why I accepted this challenge, and for the first time stepped onto a stage, so I can finally let my voice be heard. You see, in many phases of my life, I have always had non-believers who tried telling me what I couldn't do. Do you have any idea how annoying it is to have to hear these negative voices time and time again? Victor, you've been painting for over 14 years. You can't quit. That's all you know. Victor, you're trying to create peace and unity. That's an impossible task. And here's my favorite one. Victor, you don't have what it takes to speak at Speaker Slam on July 15th. Well, to my non-believers, look at me now. Listen, I'd be lying if I said it was easy. It was far from it. My journey goes back to when I was in high school. I graduated a year late. College and university was never in my plans. That's when people were around me. Can you imagine 18 and 19-year-olds telling me that I was going to do nothing with my life? That I'd be working a 9-to-5 type of job while earning the minimum wage for the rest of my life. That hurt. My peers thought that I was a failure. Now I was desperate to prove them wrong. But it just wasn't that easy. Eventually, I thought my luck changed. About 14 years ago, when a neighbor at the time introduced me to painting. Now, over those years, the work was consistent, money was better than average. Heck, I even became a great painter. Everything seemed to be going my way, no? Nah. You see, deep down, I knew that I didn't want to paint for the rest of my life, but I didn't have that drive to go and find something else. That changed when two things happened. The first thing was, when people started realizing that it wasn't my company, they started saying that I had reached my full potential, that I was already making the max amount of money, and that I would be somebody's employee for the rest of my life. And the second thing was, when a friend who I haven't seen in years came up to me and told me, I heard you were in rehab. Now I laughed it off. I didn't think much of it. But here's when things got weird. Over the next 2 weeks, 15 other people came up to me telling me the same thing. So that's 16 people. How many more people are out there who thinks this is true? A rumor that was started to say that I was a junkie? Who would start that? Why is there always people trying to bring me down? And the more I thought about it, I started to realize that that's just the way the world is. And if that's not going to change, then that means I had to change something in myself. And that's when I knew that it was mentally that I had a lot of growing up to do. You see, I don't need nobody's permission, their approval. I just have to believe in myself and feed off people's negative energy. That's right, feed off people's negative energy. You see, they said that I was a failure. They said that I reached my full potential, but not in a good way. They said that I was a junkie. Thank you. Thank you for sparking the flame inside me that I so desperately needed. Thank you for making me dream bigger. You see, 2 years ago, when I knew that it was my destiny to become an inspirational speaker, for the first time in my life, I did not let people's negative opinions get in my way. They laughed, I laughed back. Ha 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 ha. You think it's funny, I told them. We'll see if you're still laughing when you see me go to Speaker Slam, not just to compete, but to claim victory. When you eventually see me speak at one of Giovanni's Destiny events, and I electrify everybody in the audience. And when I become one of the greatest inspirational speakers for high school students across North America. You see, my message, my story today wasn't for you to feel sad or sorry for me. It was simply to remind you that there are millions of people today who feel the way that I felt. Millions of people who don't get to share their gifts and talents with the rest of the world because somewhere along their journey, they let those negative voices stop them. So the next time that you want to pursue your dream, I urge you, I challenge you, I beg you to continue to follow your dreams. And once those dreams are within reach, you will witness your non-believers become your biggest believers. Always keep your head up high. Stay confident and believe in yourself. And remember to always think in a victorious way. Thank you.